Well, good afternoon, everyone. A little bit of a rough day in the market today. Dow Jones down by around 1,100 points today. A couple of decent stocks that didn't really work out today. The first one was GNMK, very good trader. Somebody brought it up in the Discord chat group this morning in the pre-market hours. If you guys are interested in keeping the conversation rolling, you can go into the Discord. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and we just share ideas. And again, this is free stuff, so if you are interested, you can do that. I share the idea. He mentioned, I said I might take a little stab on this thing. He said, "Well, join me," and I said, "Well, if I do that, it's gonna be over to 550 towards $6. Now, with this type of market right now, share size, you're gonna have to cut the share size by a lot, meaning you need to work in a way that you can actually manage to not do anything stupid or put yourself in a bad position. Today, right around the open, I figured, and that's something that he also mentioned, this thing was probably going to pull back right out of the gates. And I didn't want to wait until the market open. So we had a 550, we had 575 high on this one. When it was coming right back up around this area on top of the VWAP, I decided that it was a good idea. You see the high of this one here to step in over the $550 mark towards the 6 in the pre-market hours, because I figured that was going to be the best time to get a long trade in this thing, because after the market opened, this thing was actually probably going just to flush. And for that, you see here, came down right away. Round up back up here, we had a high of 620, but it was extremely volatile. So I took, again, I'm only trading 150 share lots per position. So every time I take a trade on a name, I'm gonna go maximum $200 shares, because this current market is a little bit crazy, unless I realize and I see that it might end up being a better opportunity than what I'm thinking, and might increase my share size. But I don't think I'm gonna be trading over 400 shares for the next couple of days until this crazy market gets a little bit more settled. This one worked out very well. It was only 150 shares, which was okay. And again, from over 550 towards the $6 mark, which was a good thing. And we got AIM afterwards. Just wanted to mention to you, if you want to receive a free weekly watch list for swing and day trade opportunities, just go over to tradescolony.com. I think I'm gonna put that link in the description, and just create a free account, and you will be receiving a free watch list every weekend. On AIM, didn't really work too well for me. Here's the thing: it got halted. I got in when it was ramping up right here over the high of the $4.48. So I tried to send an order over the 550, being that it was $0.50 resistance, and I wanted to wait for the breakout and take a stab there. Again, 150 shares, also not trading big size. I'm just putting a little bit of shares here and there. Every time I see a decent opportunity, I want to make sure that the market is not going to hit me hard if it doesn't work out. Because nowadays, just the market is being a little bit crazy. We went to $8.78. Huge resistance around this area. You can see this doji and roll over right back down. So I had to get out for a loss. Also, Moderna. This one didn't work out too well for me. I was looking for some follow through, and that was around this area. it was around here. These candles here, if you look on the 5-minute time frame right here, I was looking for that 50 simple moving average to be that resistance. It was hovering around under the view app around here, and it was holding on to the 50. So I figured that 50 could have been that resistance under the view app, and also the resistance on that trend to just have some follow through. Right here, you're looking at the 15-minute towards the 50 simple moving average sitting at 22.49, and we were hovering around this area here. If you see 23.17, so I was looking for like around 60-cent move there to the downside, but it didn't really work out. You can notice here it just rolled over and ramped back up here to 25.67, so which wasn't a good thing for me. Also, to get a stop on OXY that was based on the daily right here, looking at the bottom of the low, this one 1204. You see the trend line there, and I was looking for that test when it was working here. This candles coming down, and this thing, unfortunately, I got out too early. Didn't really work out the way that I was expecting. You can see the trend line here, and this thing just ramped up on top of the 50 simple moving average on the 1 minute. And I decided that the market was being a little bit too volatile. It went to a high here of 1285, and I didn't feel too comfortable with this. But the thing is that looking back afterwards, after this consolidation, it actually came down to the areas that I was looking for, and even more. If you look at the 5-minute time frame here, we got a $12.03, so by a penny. It came down and tested that area that I was looking for, and by a penny even broke it. And then it has some follow through before that reversal right here to 1185 and 1181. So I wasn't wrong. I was early, which is pretty much almost the same thing. APA, Apache, I was looking for this one since the early days. Look at the level consolidation, even in the 5-minute time frame here, with that candle being that reversal topping candle. Inverted hanging man on the 5 minutes under the view app, flush down very hard, and I was dealing with at that moment with Oxy trade that didn't work out, so I was not really paying attention to Apache at the moment, and I missed this downtrend. Apache is one of the stocks that I added to the watch list since the early morning, and you can see it dropping right around the gates, right out of the gates, and it's because the oil and gas sector stocks were dropping. You can see it fast drop, came right back up, and it got halted, and then around this 50 simple moving average, it just resumed, and it came right back down with a lot of consolidation. So the front side of the move didn't get in, got halted then, and then it had a bunch of consolidation. So back side of the move, you can see it here when you flush under the view app for that resistance. So I'm very unfortunate I wasn't in that one, because I was dealing with OXY, and it didn't really work out too well for me. So the small trade, the good trade that I got in the pre-market session today, I give it all back and then some. So red day for me, closing today, and it's very unfortunate, but it's the things that happen on the market. So just wanted to bring you this video, and just say, just slow, shrink the share size, and work on just the setups that you think will be best for you. Go in with small share size, so that way you can actually mitigate the risk that you're taking on any trade. For now, I'm gonna let you guys go. See you guys later. Happy trading.